Action!
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Queer Essential. Queer Essential. Yeah. I could have went on longer, but we don't have that kind of time. I'm Simeon Sims, and to my right,
Can't over down.
DJ Rouge.
I'm Phil Samba.
And judging us down.
and together we are one of the teams of Queer Essential. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about religion. I know.
The devil is a lie.
He sure is.
He showed the positive one.
But it's one of them topics where it's just like within the gay community as well, it's like how can we not talk about it when it's like one of them big topics that we don't like to talk about.
Yeah.
First question is, do you believe in life after death? And yeah, isn't it right?
Yeah.
I've been getting good. Like considering from the first episode I wrote.
Alright.
The glow up.
The what?
Glow up.
Oh yeah, we'll talk. Yeah. So, do you believe in life after death? Who wants to answer first? Go on, hit the stage.
I've always referred to sort of life after death as sleep. So you know when you go for like a really good night's sleep, you remember nothing, hear nothing, feel nothing. That to me is death.
Okay.
So, no, I don't.
Do you dream?
No.
Oh, okay, you're just sleeping.
I just sleep, so no, I don't believe in life after death.
So you're dead,
Okay.
basically.
I'm dead.
Okay.
It's peaceful.
Okay.
I actually agree with that.
Yeah.
I think that
Same thing.
exact same thing.
Okay. DJ?
Well, I mean,
Don't be influenced
No,
by these
no,
guys.
no,
Speak
no,
on your
No,
truth,
keep
honey.
it 100. Keep it 100.
no, that's what I do. I was gonna say, could you elaborate, especially because we said you believe in life after, we said?
Life after death.
Like,
Like heaven and hell.
oh, then, yeah,
purgatory.
heaven. But it's heaven really life. It's not life. It's just you're going somewhere else to your spirit lives on, but your body. Because I see bodies as a shell, and your soul, because souls live on. Because they're basically reincarnation, isn't it? That kind of
I
stuff.
don't know if that's what you believe.
Yeah, well, it's a thing. It's a thing.
We'll chime in on that, on the end part anyways. I'd like to think, we're going to go somewhere else after we die, but hey, you don't know where we're going to go. But I like to think, I'd like to be hopeful and
I
think
know where
we're
I'm
going
going.
to be reborn or we're going to come back.
Yeah.
I don't want to come back. I want to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to live again, There's many lives.
Would you want to be reborn?
No.
Oh.
I'm actually okay with the idea of death being like a really good sleep because, I mean, when I'm out for those hours, I'm pretty content.
I don't know what a good sleep is. I haven't had a good sleep in a while.
But
Why?
you believe?
I believe that there is a heaven. I don't know what it will be like. I think it's kind of just that hope
Yeah.
thing, that, I hope that there is something else after than just all this shit. And yeah, where it's just peaceful and nice. And I don't know about the seeing your loved ones after. I don't know. Like, that would be
What
like,
if you meet up in heaven?
but I mean, like, meet up with what? Because my body's here, so how am I going to know who's who?
Energies.
Yeah, maybe. Just be like floating lights.
But if you get there, someone you thought would be there wasn't there.
Like who?
Mix up. That's what you said. So, say Auntie Helen passed or something.
Yeah.
And she got in heaven.
Yeah.
And you get there, Auntie Helen ain't there.
They're really. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be in so much peace and happiness.
Oh, you get there.
Like, sorry, Auntie Helen.
Thank you.
Yeah, next time. Or in my mind, I'll just pretend that she got reincarnated, that she's just been gone back to start again.
There you go. Yeah.
Right, next question. Have you ever felt like homosexuality was a sin?
That's a rhetorical
Can I start with
question.
that one? No, it hasn't because I've always just felt that way. Like, that's norm. It's the norm for me. When I was a child, I used to think there was no black homosexuals. However, coming here, moving from my home country, coming here, no, it's the norm. It's how you're born.
To answer
It's not a
that,
choice.
did anyone ever sway your influence or
No.
your way of thinking?
No, I'm too stubborn. I'm way
Okay.
too stubborn to be told what to do, when to do, how to do. That's just
I
not
think
me.
it's a sin.
It's got me a lot of trouble. However, that's just how I live my life.
Yeah.
Well, are you religious?
My religion is love.
Okay.
Always will, always has been. Love. I don't believe it. I believe there's a higher power, but in terms of God, Satan, no.
It's spiritual.
Love. Thank you.
Cool.
And DJ, have you ever felt that homosexuality was
No,
a sin?
I feel like yeah, because everyone sees differently, so I feel like it's a sin in the book. But I feel
What
like
book, honey?
the book,
The book.
the book,
The
good
Bible?
book, the good book.
Okay.
So it's still in the book, but it's how everyone interprets it different ways. So
Mhm.
everyone sees differently as well.
But hold on, can I chime in on that part? The book, was it not written by a man? Do we have proof that God himself wrote this?
And this is what I say. It's a sin in the book.
Okay.
Because-
the book.
Yeah, I did
Okay.
because my makeup made me quite flawlessly. So I don't see me as a sin. But if you read the book, I'll see why you would think it's a sin.
Timmy, why you hermit?
Oh, no reason. I just got taken by the spirit.
Okay.
How many?
I'm back. I'm back.
Goodness. Listen,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that.
Phil, have you ever felt like homosexuality was a sin?
Yeah, like my family's not super religious, but I went to like a Catholic primary school and secondary school, so that's kind of where I had my relationship with, I guess, God or with religion. But I think it's an inherent thing to have internalized homophobia and say, God says it's wrong, so I'm wrong. And a lot of people, in particular different communities and within different religions, they suffer from it. I did, and I know many other people did. I went on like a Nigerian TV channel, and like I was talking to this woman about homosexuality in like African communities.
Oh, child.
And she was trying to use what's called the Bible against me, or what it says, but it says something along the lines of a man who lies with another man is an abomination.
Mhm.
But I think it's actually about it. I think it's something like it's about men that sleep with kids or some shit like that, something like that. But it also says that eating pork is an abomination.
What
Eating
you're
shellfish.
saying though.
It's
Exactly.
shellfish,
Somewhere
mixed
around
shellfish,
mixed material,
mixed
stuff,
fabrics.
Like, yeah,
But we don't focus on any of that. We only focus on that one thing,
Mm.
and I don't understand that. That's not very Christian-like, is it?
Yeah, it's because from that passage, I can't remember what part of the Bible it is, but it was based on cultural laws, which don't apply to us now. So but then people will pick out one line from it and be like, oh, look, it says it there. It's like, okay, but what did it say before and after? Don't just pick out one
That's
bit
what I
from
said.
it.
That's
Yeah,
what they
I feel
think
like-
they want.
That's like religion in general.
Yeah,
It's
it
about
is.
it's something that was made
And I think
2,000 years ago.
In the
That-
same passage, I think it talks about how to treat your slave well. So it's like, oh, okay, yeah, homosexuality is a sin, but let's all have slaves.
Okay.
No, like people do use the Bible to like,
They use it
for
for
their own advantages
Mhm.
and to kind
and
of
they pick and choose. That's what I don't like about it.
yeah.
That's why I can't do church.
And cartel.
Yeah, kind of what Phil said. So I grew up in the church. I went every Sunday as part of the choir.
Oh,
Listen.
because I haven't heard any harmonies from you yet.
You're not gonna hear them. I can't sing
Next
anymore.
episode, you're gonna do a solo.
I can't.
Want to do it?
He said he will.
Hallelujah!
Anyways, I remember going to church sort of through my teens with a guy that I'd met at college, and he introduced me to his church, and it was then that I started to feel guilty about being gay because the pastor and his wife would heavily preach every sort of Sunday about homosexuality and how it's wrong, and they'd kind of tell you how you need to dress and how you should act. And so at that point, being quite a young man, I was heavily influenced by the church that I was trying to be committed to, and it did sway me a little bit, and it kind of caused a bit of a battle with myself and
Yeah, but
relationships
that
I was in.
wasn't you. That was them.
Yeah, of course. So I definitely was influenced for a little while, and I did kind of like hate myself. But I think a lot of that stemmed from not only my religion, but also wanting to feel at the time normal with what society is deemed as normal. So those kinds of things in the schooling where I went to an all-boys school, really kind of helped shape me in the wrong way, I guess. And it was my adult life and the friends that I met and the stuff that I started to do that helped to change that decision. So I definitely experienced it, and it wasn't cool.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was like 17.
Mhm.
So I met more when I was 16. I was in the gay clubs and I was still pretending to be straight.
But do you
Still
think
pretty much.
it's a sin?
At the time I thought it was a sin.
Now?
Now no. Back then I didn't agree with gay marriage. I mean it wasn't even a thing then. I didn't agree with gay marriage. I didn't agree with two guys raising kids together. But that was quite a small-minded part of myself back then. Now as an older man, it's completely changed. Like I want to be married, I want kids, and all that type
Yeah.
of stuff, because I realised that actually it's not wrong. I was born this way, I can't help it.
Yeah.
I've tried the other life. Lord knows I tried. I got married, the whole shebang. It just didn't really work out.
Huh?
So we'll talk about it another time. Anyways, but yeah, so we went through it. We went through it.
I can relate to a lot of that. Like I've been going to the church since I was a baby, and then you hear things, people saying that it's wrong, and then me kind of believing it, and then hating myself for it. And mate, Lord, I did pray, please let me be straight. I tried to pray the gay away. But Jesus
But
said
she was
the gay
here
is here to stay. She's here to stay. Check your
I
nursery
accepted
rhymes.
that.
But yeah, and then I used to think like, if I didn't have this like one thing, then I'd be perfect. Like you said, flawless. But yeah, and then I think a friend asked me, it was sad actually, asked me a couple of years ago, like if I had a choice to be gay or straight, what would I be? I'm like, I'd be gay. And I'd be me. Because I love me, of course, being gay.
Unconditionally.
Hey, every unconditionally, passionately, evidently.
All the leads.
The leads.
Yes.
Hello to all the leads out there. Can't find me. My number is 079. No, I'm joking. Next question.
No, do you think it's sin?
I did, and now I don't.
But it's tricky because I wasn't like very super religious, but I still had exactly what you said, and I kind of hated myself and wanted to change, and I tried to pray, and it doesn't work, and I think a lot of people struggle with that.
You know what you said? I'm so glad. Did you hear about the guy who there was a conversion therapist?
Yeah.
So they
Shock therapy.
No, not
Torture,
shock therapy.
basically.
Well, I don't know if that's what they practice.
It's torture.
And yeah, but like they will have like young people who like are gay, and then they try and like get the gay out of them.
Yeah.
Didn't my man come out and say he's gay, and now he's married with man?
Wait, the one who
Oh,
don't?
yes, the one who was doing the therapy.
yes. I saw
I was
that.
like, you know how much lives you've ruined.
Oh my god.
Mess.
Antichrist.
Aye.
I'm saying, devil.
Anyway.
And this usually happens in the
And
church.
then see how you can't follow people. People have you believe in one thing, and the next minute they change their mind. You're like, oh, hold up, bitch. Why am I driving this train? Wait.
That's why she never
When did that happen?
follow.
You don't follow people, man. You
Mum
just
told
have to
me.
just do your own
Follow
thing.
your heart.
Yeah.
Follow yourself.
Amens.
And on that note,
Alright, next question. So we touched upon it a little bit. Is anyone here religious? Or has a religion or a faith? Or
I already said that.
you did.
I believe in high being,
Mm-hmm.
but
Do you have a name for your higher being?
being.
Like, you
Like,
just,
like, legit, like the high being, like I'd say, like
so you wouldn't say God?
that's why it's like a
It's spiritual.
it's like a default. When you say God, that's just what for me. I know what I mean, though. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
But yeah, I've just believe in
Like
high
if you were
being.
to
I wouldn't-
explain it to
I don't.
somebody.
Yeah, I don't say I'm not Christian or Catholic or a Jew or anything like that. To me, I'm just like I believe that there is a stronger force that drives us to do the best we can do.
Which I would see that as spiritual.
Yeah, definitely spiritual. My passion is people. That's it.
People, you're
People.
passionate people.
It's to love
What,
everybody.
human beings? Oh, I
Yeah,
hate
love
people.
everybody.
Thanks, Simeon.
Discriminate.
I do, you guys know me for a little while now. You know I don't like human beings. They just do too much. Oh, can't
So what do you
stand
class
it.
yourself as?
I'm an alien.
Okay.
I'm taking to
I'm from
does.
Jupiter.
I'll take it.
The love was real, boy.
It's really intense.
It's
Like,
probably
I joke sometimes. No, I like a selective few. But no, I would class myself as Christian and believe in God and Jesus. And then I think I got to, can't even remember what age, but in my teens, early teens, maybe 14, 15, and I was like, really, I'm just a Christian because I've kind of been brought up into
Religious
sort of
upbringing.
yeah. So it's like, what, am I doing it just because I was brought up into a Christian household, or am I doing it because I actually believe
Yeah.
that I am a Christian? So I tried not to be a Christian and explored other religions and faiths and stuff, and then came back to Christianity because it just felt like that was what was
Felt
right
like
for me.
Felt
Yeah.
familiar.
Yeah, I'd say I'm still a Christian.
Mm.
But there was a period, I think, between like the ages of 15 and 18 where I stopped believing in God. So I met someone that kind of restored my faith.
Okay.
That's nice.
That's
Yeah,
cute.
that happened to me as well, actually.
Hmm.
But then I just.
You went back to your being. Didn't you?
Yeah, like,
Issues,
like,
right.
no, for me, it's like I legit forget because you know when you go through things in life, you think, "Wow, God, put me through this kind of thing." And then that was when I was younger. Then I found it again, happened to church again. But then I don't feel like you have to go to church to have.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
I think it's about your
That's right.
own
Yeah.
relationship with God,
Exactly.
your personal
Mhm.
relationship with God, and
Yeah.
your faith.
That's what I have.
'Cause
What
I,
they
don't,
say.
I don't like when people try to say, I go to church every Sunday, so I'm like a better Christian. Like, I don't like that
No.
mentality.
These things
I don't agree with that.
you know,
Space in the church.
Mm-hmm. That's what,
There's a lot of sins up
That's
in the
why
doors.
we call them Christianese. I don't like the Christianese people when they're too saved. They get on my nerves. Too judgmental. Oh, every breath.
Yeah,
Living in them
what's-
glass
They're the
houses and
worst
from the
ones, and they be
stones.
clapping the loudest. Jesus.
And doing the most, girl, catching the Holy Ghost. Ha! I'm like, you need to sit down.
Whoa, it's
Sit
like-
down.
Sit down at home where I can't see you. All right, next question. Do you come from a religious background?
Yeah, my granny is Catholic,
Okay.
and she's serious about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's serious?
like serious. You know when songs of praise comes on, you can't talk.
When
Songs of praise.
songs are, okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, my nan backs that.
Back proper.
Really?
No,
She's
when-
probably watching it today.
See,
Ain't
what-
that where they sound like a choir?
Literally, yeah.
Like the old school hymns
Mhm.
on the
When-
BBC song.
When we used to go to church when we were younger, if you even done this, what can you say about church? But now, she doesn't go to church from home now, but she's serious, but she's Catholic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Catholic.
I got, what's that thing called? Holy Communion and stuff
I'm
as well.
Catholic. Bit of Catholic.
Did you get Catholic as well?
I went to Catholic church for a while growing up and then to a Christian church. My parents, I would call them like loose hippies, like they're like loose Christians. They kind of, when they wanted us out the house, church was like a priority for us to be out. So they could have the Sunday to themselves to get back. But my grandmother was like,
They weren't going.
they were not at all. I mean, every time my parents came to church was when there was free food. To sound bad, but it literally was that. Like when the church would cook up the stuff, there'd be a big feast going on. You'd find my parents in the church giving back.
I didn't watch this, but I didn't watch this.
No, probably will, but who cares? My grandparents, however, I mean, my grandma's 79 now. She's been going to church her entire life. I don't think she's ever missed a Sunday. You know, she's a pastor at one point, but she's just like a rock in my family. But she's heavily Christian. My parents are loose, and then like my siblings are a mixture of some that believe and some that don't care. And that's pretty much it. But my upbringing was typically a sort of a journey between different faiths. Growing up, because our parents did allow us to kind of explore what we wanted to. So did a bit of this, bit of that, bit of this. It's cute.
Nice. Anybody?
I'd say mine is somewhat Christian, but I was never involved in the church like that, so I didn't really pay attention. I was forced to go to church, and anything I was forced to do, I rebelled against. So I'm just like, church, bye. I'm in the corner sitting down like, okay, go and play with the kids. No, I'm good. I'm over here. I'm just over here. Very anti. I've always been like that. I still am today. For y'all that know me, I still am. So in terms of being Christian, I guess my grandparents are, but me, not so much. No.
You said that they tried to force you to go. Was there
Yeah,
ever
as
a
in-
time when you did actually like go? Or was it always just like,
Like,
nope,
really?
you're making me
No,
so.
I'm not going.
Did you ever
Yeah.
like
Want
want
to go?
No.
Okay.
No.
Never, not even for
Just
Christians. This one doesn't like.
No, I just don't like going to church.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Although I wouldn't make you do porn show when you go to church. That's
Well, you know, honey. Them hypocrites in there, girl, so you gotta come in your
What
best
kind
dress.
of show?
like a full blown show, big hats.
Yeah,
Oh,
honey,
okay.
I will
Straight
give you.
for
I will
heels.
give you that church lady, honey. That church lady realness.
I
Yeah.
want to see. We'll post a picture on our Instagram.
If I can find it.
Instagram Core Essential.
If I can find it.
We'll find it.
We'll find it. We got it.
Look at the FBI over here. Look at the FBI. Messy.
Did everyone answer? Phil, did you answer?
My nan is really religious, but both my parents aren't.
Okay.
My dad apparently he was forced to go as a kid, so he kind of pulled away from it. And my mum only goes if there's an event or she needs money. Like say if she's in debt or something, then she'll go to church to pray. But that's literally like
Jesus,
unless
bring
it's
my man back.
Oh!
I'm done.
like, I mean,
Wait, what did you say? You say you only goes for like basically to.
she only goes if there's like a
If she needs to
christening,
go,
a wedding,
basically.
or something like a funeral, or she's in debt.
Okay. Yeah, I come from a religious background. My grandparents were part of a church when they were over here. I don't think I ever saw my mum in church actually. I think it was one of them where she used to send us to church and like, go on, go get your dosage of reading and your Bible and something, and then she's at home cooking. But yeah, and then my older sisters went and they used to take me, and then they stopped going, and then I just always continued it, and then tried to get the younger ones to come with me, and they kind of was just like, yeah, not really. They'll just be like acting like it's a social or a club. Who's going? What's the music gonna be like?
God's going.
How long is it? What's the dress code?
How many of you lot have literally said randomly, because I'm thinking about it, but it's not religious, how many of you lot have screamed out, God help me, when something's gone wrong?
That's what I was thinking. That
I've done it, but not in the context that you are.
I was thinking that when
I think I've done it in vain.
Yeah, when to church for debt.
Yeah.
I think that's when you say, God help me when they're in trouble. I was thinking that.
That's the same thing that runs to my mind. How
But
many
no.
times have you done it? Because I do it a bunch, which is
I say God thank you. I say thank you.
I do it all the
as well.
time. Like if something's not working out in my life, I'd be like, oh Jesus, please fix it. Help me, Lord.
No,
I'd be
I'm
praying, like
But
fully
I don't
praying.
think that there's nothing wrong with that. But are you feeling bad because you don't have balance? Because like DJ just said, he says thank
That's
you
exactly
a lot.
what it
So
is.
you need.
I feel quite upset that I'm even calling out on something that I actually don't believe in anymore. So for me, it's a bit annoying, but it's habit now.
Yeah.
To do it for everything. So part of me might consciously actually want to still be involved, I guess.
That's why I said by default I say God, but you know what I mean. Same thing.
Interesting.
Next question. Have you ever been stopped by a religious person? What was it like and how did it make you feel? I'm gonna answer straight away because I was on the bus and I was crying for certain reasons. So I was just like sitting listening to my music, just having little tears down my eyes, having my me time. And then these guys, a group of black people got on the bus. I'd say probably aged between 16, 21, about 8 of them. And they sat sort of like behind me and like sort of next to me, like on the other side. Like, yeah. So I'm like just there listening to my music with a little piece of tear dust. And then the guy taps me and says, oh, you're right. So I'm thinking he's asking me, am I right? Because he's seen me crying. So I'm like, yes, I'm fine. Then he's like, do you believe in God?
No, I'm not right.
I was just like, yeah, and then you know when you're not ready for the quickness, like to just shut it down. I hate that when things catch you
You
off
get caught off
guard.
guard.
And I was like, yeah. And they start asking you more questions. Do you go to church? I said, I'm not here for it. I put my headphones in. Tap me again. And then like he's got his people there like as an audience and they're like listening and I'm just
So you're
like,
on the spot.
oh, you.
They're
This
trying
is
to
your
promote you on the
platform.
spot, yeah.
This is like.
Was it Jehovah's Witness?
I don't know. I don't
Bitchy.
care.
I'm genuinely asking.
I think they were Christians if I had to guess.
Okay.
But
Was it a Saturday?
I don't know what they, why
Because
it
they
matters.
evangelism on a Saturday. Listen, they
They
catch you on a
do-
Saturday.
they catch you every day.
Ilford.
Yeah,
So
Stay
much
clear.
to
Stay clear,
Oh,
girl.
no.
They'll be up there strong.
I
Elms
cannot.
Park. Ooh.
I'm just like, where are
Stay
you
clear.
asking me? I am not in the mood. And then like still going on, you know. I said I'm going to listen to my music.
Check it
I
out.
say you don't want the
Good.
So you don't want the demon to start coming out. Like let's just keep it cute and PG-13. Amen. Hallelujah. I have to kill somebody on this bus.
This is so bad, but every time I'm stopped by somebody of any kind of faith, I tend to engage in a conversation and act like I'm really invested. I even take numbers. Like I'll be at church on
Why?
Sunday. Like I do the
You
most
got
because
time.
You know what I mean?
You got
You have
time.
nothing to do.
You've got time.
I always feel
honey.
so ashamed when I'm just like, because I have done the thing where people used to ask me like I'm an atheist and I walk off. But you see the shock on their faces. So sometimes I feel like maybe I'll entertain it a little bit, see where this goes. Maybe I might find a great church.
She out here selling dreams.
That's called
you know that you find the best men in the church, right?
What's that again?
You find the best
You've
men
heard
in
her
the
right,
church.
love. You've heard it right.
It's true.
Sometimes you got to choose the right church to go to find the right one. You never know. So I'm a little bit weird, but I do entertain them sometimes. I can't lie, but I think it's more of a shame thing, wanting to feel like you're a part of something even when you're not, and so that people think of you in a particular way. I don't know why I care, but for me, sometimes when I'm approached by those people, I want to be like, I want to be on the same level as you. Like, yeah, great, every Sunday, mate. All the
Nah,
time,
man, I
Wednesday,
don't want to be on the
Bible
same
studies.
level as you.
Sometimes, only sometimes. I
My
do that.
gang is different to your gang. Alright, you guys, have you ever been stopped by a religious person?
Yes. I don't know why I said 15 to 18 earlier, but it was like 20 to like 23.
Times.
No, 20 to 20. The ages that I kind of
Thinking like a
Tally
tally
chart on the
way.
the ages that I kind of fell out of religion. But someone stopped me, and I thought, I haven't been to church in a very long time, and I was like living on my own at the time, and things weren't good with my mum, and I thought, let me just try it out. And when I was in the church, I was like, I don't believe anything that's being said, you know? So that's one that stood out to me, and it was like 3 years later when I met someone that kind of got me back into it. But at the time, I don't know, I gave it a chance.
Within that time frame, did you feel like you were being brainwashed?
No. It was just like...
For the religion, like, listen,
No, I know what you mean.
Sorry,
It was-
I'm sorry. If don't get offended by this, but I think religion is a cult. It's a cult. It's a group of people that believe in something. It's a cult, correct? No one agrees with me.
We don't do that.
I ain't gonna upset the Christians at home, so I'm gonna just.
If you're offended, I'm sorry, but that's my belief. That's my thought. Okay, that's my opinion.
When I was coming out, I wrote in my diary like all the time, and then I had a section called the Society, which was like the gay community, which I used to write about my gay experiences, and then I had my church experience, which I called the cult. So I do think that, you know, it is a cult. It just depends on, that word just sounds very negative. Which
Hence
we
I said
say,
I
like,
apologize
like,
if I'm offending
we're not a
anyone.
cult.
So you think it's a Christian, but you still think it's cold?
I think that it could be, another word for it could be called a cult.
We need to think.
Come on, AKA.
I'm sticking to my guns. A cult.
I said what I said.
Yes, as you answered,
Well then, no, because I asked him to politely not.
you do what now?
So I asked him politely not to
Oh, okay.
continue. Only because I often, with this whole topic of religion, I often refrain from even discussing it with anyone because I feel like it's a very sticky situation. As
Yeah.
people,
Likewise.
Some people like they just get.
Likewise,
Me,
I try to
I know
avoid
I have
it.
my views, and my views are my views. And if your views ain't my views, I'm not gonna battle you with it, but you might want to battle me with it. And I don't want to battle, so peace. You know what I mean?
The thing that annoys me is when they're just militant with it.
Yeah.
Like, so, not a couple of weeks ago, I got stopped, and I was walking. I was in a rush to go somewhere, and they were like, "Oh, are you a Christian?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Do you go to church?" And then I was like, "No, I don't." And it's like, "What's your personal relationship with God?" It's like, "I don't have time." Like, I don't like.
They're not hearing you, basically.
Yeah.
They're just
You
like,
should
I'm
have
asking
you
what I
should
need
have
to
said, I'll
know.
tell him later.
No, but when it goes into,
Personal.
it was something like,
I mean,
It is.
it is.
you know, when they go to stuff like, how often do you pray and stuff like that, and it's like
And funny
like,
how all the questions are the same. It's
Yeah.
like they have a script somewhere. Like they just take off a Google
They're
and they're
judging
just
you.
like,
Right,
right.
they're
they-
trying to figure out how
they-
committed you
yeah.
are to your faith.
Yeah.
So they're asking a series of questions to kind of gather that information. So it's bias essentially.
Exactly.
You know what? Next time somebody stops me, I'm going to be like, "What? Jesus didn't tell you." Well, your relationship with Jesus is lacking if he ain't told you about me already. Next.
Actually, can use that one. It'd be quite cute. Fair.
Hey,
Only if
shut
there's
it
somebody that's
down.
kind of trying to get a certain set of questions answered because they're trying to formulate their opinion.
And then if they're cute, then you just slip them the number after on their way out.
I can't.
Yeah, that's
No.
why I forgot to
No.
admit, usually the ones I stop to chat to, they're usually the ones that
There's always a motive, you know. There's always
that
a
was
motive
your
behind
plan the whole
it.
time. Basically.
I cannot. This is why you're out here selling dreams. I'm so done with you. The Lord sees it all, honey. Yes? Okay. Right, DJ, sing that hymn, honey.
I thought you guys were going when I said I get the numbers.
Come too far from myself.
All right, next question. Woo! Has anyone ever wanted to go to church but felt like they wouldn't be welcomed? And
Oh, yes.
Phil did ask
Oh, yes.
more that one.
Oh yes, just because of my appearance, I think I'll be judged. Literally, the minute I walk into anywhere, not just church, anywhere, I'm automatically being judged by my appearance. Whether they're trying to work out I'm a boy or a girl, So then it gives you that fear of like, okay, like should I be here? Why am I here? Can I go here? And it used to bother me. Now I'm just like, please, if
So
I'm
would you
gonna
go
be here,
now?
I'm gonna be here.
Would you go now then?
If I wanted to, yes.
I feel like when you say the church, because I feel like because the church isn't a one location.
The
where-
church is just a building. The people within the church.
But I mean,
however-
I mean, there's in different establishments because there's some churches where you
Oh,
can
some
go.
churches are very
Yeah,
friendly.
some-
Some, not all. Majority, the ones I've experienced though, aren't so friendly.
You guys said that the church is the building.
Yes, it is.
For me, I felt it the other way around, that the church is the people. Because the reason why I go to
Mm-mm.
my church is because of the people, because I know that they're non-judgmental, and because Like they've
See,
known
but
that
not
I've
everyone's
been.
fortunate to find that.
Not everybody is, and I've been very blessed, amen, because I don't know what I would have done without it.
There you go.
And like we've got crazy people, we welcome homeless people, we welcome gay people,
Not
and
crazy.
nothing.
Unstable.
we've got-
Unstable.
well, even I'm crazy, so
No,
that's
you're
fine.
crazy.
If they accepted me, then
Vulnerable.
you know, vulnerable. Who's vulnerable?
Crazy's worse.
Child vulnerable. Ain't nobody vulnerable out here. Oh no, child, not a man who's too sensitive. But yeah, so I haven't really had that experience where like of that fear of not being welcomed. I'm the type of person where I'm stubborn, but in the sense of if I want to go, I'm going to go,
yeah.
and I will sit at the back and be
That's
by
where
myself.
I'm at now.
And if I want to have a nap, I will nap because sometimes I get tired.
In church?
Yeah, man.
You
Sometimes
have to
they
sit
catch
down,
I
me.
was naps in church.
up.
I believe right at the back.
Oh, he's
in the corner.
notorious for that.
But how
Loud.
they loud though? They sing and stuff.
You lot are sleeping in church.
Yeah,
When the service runs on
sometimes.
too long,
I
you know it's
can't
meant to be an
lie.
hour, but it's pushing an hour and a half, and you're just like, and the man is
Even
not ready
when
to
it's
reach.
not, man,
then-
it's been a long freaking week.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Like, I'm sorry.
If you're in a good church you're comfortable seeing, it's easy to do.
disrespect.
But the
That's
Catholic
why
church with the
sometimes I
hard
don't go,
churches-
just because I'm tired. If I'm too tired, I'm like, no, there's no point me going just to fall asleep at the back. One time I was sitting right down the
Well, at least
aisle.
you'd be present.
Oh my gosh.
The word
Yeah,
is
but then I
seeping
could be
in,
with
don't worry.
Jesus in my bed.
True.
Yeah.
That sounded a bit wrong.
That's what I was about to say, but I was
We
like,
know
I
what
didn't
it
want to go
means.
there.
We know what it
didn't
means.
wanna
We
go
know
there.
that's it.
I didn't want to go there.
around me.
I did. I get it every day, honey. Every day. Every day. It's called life.
It's just how it sounded.
Well,
But-
mate,
It's just how it
We just
sounded.
gonna let that one go.
let's just let go. Let's just let go.
Okay.
Anyone else who's wanted to go to church but felt that they won't be welcomed?
I haven't because I'm passing. So.
You're passing where? Weekend.
Don't be passing around Mr. Food.
Well, you're passing round. Where you got?
Passing is like people wouldn't assume that I'm gay,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't have
Oh.
an issue going to church.
Trade.
That
Basically,
it could be for different reasons.
I don't know, or like maybe there was
Maybe
times.
they think that you might be too tall for church. Or too black,
Realistically.
depending on the church.
Or voice too
You
deep.
never know. People are weird.
Well, I don't know. I've never felt. I've
To be
never
fair, he's
felt
very fair though, because I got judged for dressing too well in church.
There you go.
doesn't too well.
Dressing too well.
Because they just don't have no dresses.
Because I came in my suits, and obviously I'd wear like different coloured shirts.
And I got passed for not
ties
dressing well enough.
and you
Yeah,
I don't know. I think.
You went to church. You went that to church.
apparently I was enticing the females, is what I was. So peacocking is what they.
Oh, okay. I get that because I didn't understand at first.
Yeah,
I was just like, what? But
And you're not supposed to go to church to do that, apparently. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Where else do you find your wife if you're looking for that? Where
I
else
was
do you
just
find
gonna
your
say that, you know.
wife?
There's too many
Online Christian
contradictions.
website. I don't know.
Christian Mingle.
Christian women.
I'm
Yeah.
so done.
I'm ready, ladies. Convert me.
You don't
Let's
know
see
how to
the
go.
definition.
You got
Wow.
one.
Wow.
I'm not about to drop it.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
We've come to the last question already.
Oh.
Oh, guys, this has been so cute. Last question.
Do it slow.
Last question.
I'm not here for that.
I made your skills though.
Thank you. You know what? I just be doing the most these days. Would you ever convert to your man's religion?
Nope.
Nope.
Mm.
Hey man, DJ, give me a high five, girl.
Higher.
Higher.
Oh,
Alright, in time, guys. Never say, never mind.
Overhead.
There's no need to. A strong relationship with good foundation, it doesn't really matter what religions you are, if you're separate or you're the same. I think you're.
If there's balance.
No, but
There's
But if
definitely
you're kids,
balance.
no, but would you convert?
Half
Well,
That's the
I find-
question.
Would I convert? No. And in terms of you, what you just said, my kids, I've already said that I would want to raise my kids just as natural as possible, so allow them to flourish into whatever religion they want to be into, if they choose to go down.
But would you enforce any particular religion?
Nope, not at all.
Even in your own?
Even mine.
Okay.
See,
Why
I
should I?
would
I had that done to
co-sign
me.
with that apart from I would be like, I'm going to church, so you're coming with me, and if you're of a certain age, you have to come with me.
Yeah.
So, you know, because
I
I'm
know
living
for
in a
church.
house by yourself,
Yeah.
but you can explore
Okay,
other religions.
at what
and
age would you give them the freedom to choose?
I would say as soon as I feel comfortable with leaving them in the house by themselves. So it depends on how grown their mind
I just
is.
think, that's
Okay.
it. That's
Yeah.
Once they're of a conscious age and they can start making some
Yeah.
decisions for themselves, definitely allow them to flourish. But just in terms of the upbringing, I'm very careful about what I'm going to allow my kids to watch and do, because I don't want to influence their decisions as young people. I want them to be able to create their own identity, and I don't want to hinder that. So I'd be very cautious about what I give to my children and where I allow my children to go to school. But other than that, yeah, do your own thing, really.
That's good. Phil? Professor Phil.
I don't know. I think it depends on the religion.
Okay. What religion would you convert to or be open to convert to?
But I'd have to know like the terms and conditions.
Do you want me to like
No terms and conditions, you know.
hey,
The contract.
subject to availability?
Like if I was with someone and they wanted me to be their faith, it was that important to them.
Yeah.
I would do it, but it would depend on what
You
the
would have
religion
to
is,
do and
or like
yeah.
what the beliefs are.
What's
That
expected
makes
of you?
sense.
You're talking about being so deep in love that you would just convert over to something else.
No,
I don't know if I could do that.
Not so much not like that. I'm saying if it's important to them,
Yeah.
like it's not necessarily. I think for me, it's not a huge thing.
So that's your compromise.
Okay.
Yeah. I would make an effort.
I'm
but
happy
then-
to attend
it
and
would-
be a
it-
part of it and enjoy it and lift you up.
I will come. I will sit down. I'll sit with you, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, 10 come and show up.
Yeah.
That's different from
I'm not gonna
converting.
say
That's
now.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to work out.
But I think if it was that important to them, I would do it.
But
it
if
was
I
to
was
make
that
them happy.
important to you, you wouldn't let me do it.
You wouldn't even
True.
ask.
That's a good point.
You wouldn't
That's
even
a good
ask.
True.
That's a good point, actually.
I'd be like,
Was
no.
it even ask?
It's
If
the
you don't
truth.
ask, you don't get.
No, I'm
Like,
sorry.
don't
If it's
ask.
that important to you, okay, fine, I get it. But if you care about me that much,
Yeah.
knowing that I don't follow your religion like that,
Yeah.
you shouldn't even ask me that.
True. It's the knowing your part.
You shouldn't
You
even
should
ask
know
me
me
that.
that I ain't
Yeah,
even
well,
gonna. You know I ain't gonna do it, so don't even bother.
The only reason why you're gonna ask me that is because I'm so in love with you, about you, for you. That's why you're thinking, okay, maybe, but it shouldn't even be a thought
And
in
then
your
it's
brain.
that thing that was talking about earlier about following people.
Girl, bye.
Next minute, them cheap on your box.
Girl,
Your face, then you're
bye.
left with this religion, and then what you gonna do? Doing it for love. Anyway, all right. So we've come to the end.
What's love
We've-
got to do?
That was a quick one.
Oh,
Hey, come on,
yes,
turn up. Come
right.
on. Words.
Yeah, go on.
What? I
How
can't.
about we don't Alright, thank you for tuning in once again to Per Essential. You can find us on our website. You can find us. Please subscribe so you keep getting the episodes. And yes, rewatch, watch again, watch the odd episodes, watch the episodes to come next week. And yes, this is my team.
Feel free to slide in my DMs.
Okay, we just got him off the street.
Okay.
He's actually
You
not
can
with
find me at
us.
One Cartel Only on Instagram.
No, no messaging.
Okay.
And Phil, where can they find you?
Phil?
Phil.
Go on, Phil.
Okay, hey girl.
We're changing it up now. We're gonna go down. Stop. We're not gonna go round.
You can find me on Idiosyncratic XL.
Well, that will just come up at the bottom because hieroglyphics. DJ.
Hi, you're right.
I'm sorry. Where can they find you?
At Rouge Baby. BABEY.
Rouge, baby.
That's me.
Androgynous _ darling. You are a mess.
And you can find me at Simeon.Sims or you can find me at SexyTime Inc. _ And we're out. Bye. Bye. See you. Take care. God bless.
Okay. And cut.
Right?
It's
Tiffany!